Just waiting on it now.
Ready?
We are ready.
All right. Thank you so much. Good evening again to everyone. Thank you, fellow board members, as we had to retire back to closed session to handle some business that was left off. But we're going to get right back to our agenda that we approved in open session before we had to go back to the second closed session. At this time, Ms. Dameron, I think you need to share something with us. Number 5, the behavior support position. We need to take action on that.
Yes. I am requesting that a behavior support facilitator position be added to the elementary school and to the middle school. Both principals feel that they need a place to be able to send students to either regroup, kind of refocus. I think it's called ISS is at the high school. They're looking at maybe a timeout for the elementary school, but somewhere where if students are disrupting the regular classroom so that the teacher can continue with their instruction that they're trying to provide, there may be children that need an opportunity to refocus and regroup. They currently don't have that. So we're looking at adding that position both at the elementary and the middle school. It could be funded. It is a classified position, and it will be funded from the ESSER grant.
All right. Any questions?
I know, I agree. We do need to have someone there at both schools.
I agree as well. I think that would be a wonderful opportunity to give our, not only our students some help, but to give our staff and teachers help as well. And we've been talking about that. So that will be another avenue to offer support to our teaching staff.
Brother Sykes,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we add the addition of a behavior support position at the Weldon Elementary and the middle school.
Second.
Motion has been moved by Mr. Williams and seconded by Ms. Bird Robinson, I believe that was, that we approve the said position of behavior support position at our elementary school and our middle school. You've heard the motion. Any further discussion on readiness? Hearing none, all in favor of that motion, would you let it be known by your voice vote? O.D. Sykes, aye. Ms. Harrison?
Yes.
Ms. Bird Robinson?
Aye.
Ms. Kim Robinson?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Jenkins?
Aye.
Ms. Hale?
Aye.
Let the record reflect unanimous approval of approving those said positions. All right, going on to.
Let's let you know the position will be posted tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dameron. You on top of the game.
Okay.
Ready for number 6, increase in substitute pay rate.
Yes. Last board meeting, you approved for the increase in the pay rate for our substitutes. So we came together and we developed. You gave us some ranges. So what we did was to come together and get a actual scale for what the substitute pay would be. So it was a handout attached into your packet of information. And as soon as I can pull mine back up.
And Ms. Dameron, if you don't mind, please read it, because I tried to open the attachment and it would not allow me to do so.
Okay, all right. I will read that to you.
Was I the only board member that had that problem?
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So non-certified
We
substitute.
got it in our packet.
We have the requirement now currently is that they must have the effective teacher training certificate. So that is required. $100 a day would be paid if it is done consecutive days. So that is a day here, day there. The minimum rate would be $100. Everybody's got to have a certificate for non-certified, and random days, $100. If they are a long-term substitute non-certified, they're gonna be receiving $125 per day. And we define long-term as 5 consecutive days per week for 20 days or more. And that 20 days was because that is the pay period that teachers have in a pay month. So we've got a long-term non-certified sub, they will be making $125 a day. Now, we've also talked about how if they don't already have insurance, the Affordable Care Act may require us to pick up the insurance for them if they don't already have it. For the certified range, if they're certified and they just have had a teacher license, it does not matter whether it is active or expired. Just having that license, you're gonna make $130 per day, non-consecutive days. So a day here, a day there. If you got a license, it's $130. If you have $140 if you do it and you got an active license. So someone that has taken the time to keep the professional development going and they kept their license renewed, that is $140 per day. But if you've also had your license renewed and you're going to do long term, we said $150 a day. And again, long term is considered 5 consecutive days per week, and that's for 20 days or more. And again, 20 days is what the pay period is for a teacher.
Reverend Sykes,
Yes.
this will be effective when, Ms. Cameron?
February 1st. And,
Thank you.
and just so you know that the substitutes work 1 month, but they get paid the month after.
Gotcha.
They won't get it. So any subs that work for us in the month of February, then this will be effective when they'll see that new price, that new salary in their pay when they receive their March check.
So certified with consecutive with up-to-date license is how much per?
35 consecutive 5 days or more is $150 a day.
Okay.
And that's still not at the state max. So we got a little room, but this is a definitely improvement from what we were already offering.
I do know that Roanoke Rapids has just increased their sub pay as well. So I think we're right in line with trying to do what the same thing.
Good.
I
All
support
right.
that. Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the substitute scale.
Second.
Motion has been moved and properly seconded. Motion by Ms. K.A. Robinson and seconded by Mr. James Williams that we approve the increase in substitute pay rate. You heard that motion. Is there any further discussion on readiness? Hearing none, all in favor of that motion, would you let it be known by your voice vote? Mrs. Jenkins?
Aye.
O.D. Sykes, aye. Mrs. Bird Robinson?
Aye.
Mrs. Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Hale?
Aye.
And Ms. K.A. Robinson.
Aye.
Let the record reflect unanimous approval of the increase in substitute pay rate. All right. Moving on to number 7. Motion is in order to approve the action from closed session, personnel recommendations from closed session.
I make a motion to approve the personnel recommendations from closed session.
Second.
Motion has been made by Ms. Hale and seconded by Mrs. Jenkins that we approve the personnel recommendations from closed session. You've heard that motion. Any further discussion on readiness? Hearing none, all in favor of that motion, would you let it be known by your voice vote? Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. K. Robinson?
Aye.
Ms. Bird Robinson?
Aye.
Mrs. Harrison?
Yes.
Mrs. Hale?
Aye.
And Mrs. Jenkins?
Aye.
And O.D. Sykes, aye. Record reflect unanimous approval of the personnel recommendations from closed session. All right. Item 8, interim superintendent contract. Motion is in order.
I make a motion to approve the interim superintendent contract.
Second,
Okay. It's been motioned by Ms. Hale and seconded by Mrs. Harrison to approve the interim superintendent contract. You've heard that motion. Any further discussion?
Reverend Sykes, before the vote, may I just suggest that for clarity in the minutes that the motion reflect that it's a motion to approve the proposed interim superintendent contract with Dr. Dennis Sawyer, and it's for approval of the contract that has previously been reviewed by the board in closed session.
Okay. With that information being reflected, is everybody still good?
yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. And you heard the said name. All right. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of that motion, would you let it be known by your voice vote? Ms. Hale,
Aye.
Ms. Bird Robinson,
Nay.
Ms. Jenkins,
Aye.
Mr. Williams,
Yes.
Ms. K. Robinson,
Nay.
O.D. Sykes, no. Ms. Harrison,
Yes,
let the record reflect. Motion passes 4 in favor and 3 opposed.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Reverend Sykes, just for your information, I'll notify Dr. Sawyer and see that all the reporting requirements for the contractor are met in the next day or two.
Sure. Thank you so much. Just let me know as we move forward with that. All right. Board members, anything else come before our attention tonight? Come to our attention? Ms. Dameron, you have anything else?
No, except to say I'm looking forward to our field trip.
All right. We are too.
yes.
All right. Thank y'all so much. Motion is in order to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Has been motioned by Ms. Hale and seconded by Ms. Bird Robinson that we adjourn. You've heard that motion. Any further discussion on readiness? Hearing none. All in favor of that motion? I'm gonna just ask us to give a unanimous vote at this time. All in favor, let it be known by your voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Ayes have it, so ordered. Let the record reflect unanimous approval to adjourn our open session. Thank you all so much tonight for your time and your input, and look forward to seeing you all and speaking with you in the very near future. To our community, have a good evening as well.